Hello, hello, hello. Yep, I had to get it out. Thank God. It took me forever. I'm actually going to take a photograph so you guys can see this ridiculous setup and get an idea of why I don't do live streams anymore. Actually, I haven't done a live stream since 2020, 2021 pandemic times. Um, and I usually just use my phone, but today I really wanted to get things set up so that you could see what I'm doing. Okay. So, if you have been struggling with perfection, I hope that this video helps you. I wouldn't even tell you what it's like laying around my feet, or the fact that I had to crawl under my desk to get out of here, and then actually crawl over my desk to get back over here. My dog thinks I'm losing my mind. Thank God she fell asleep. Okay. Hi, I'm Jenny Tooley. I'm here today because, well, for a number of reasons. I'm here because I want to show you this fantastic zine I've been working on. And my original thought was that I was going to take everybody through the zine with me. And I got to tell you, it took me an hour to get this thing set up, so I'm already tired. So we're just going to, I think, take a moment. Let's take a moment. Maybe that'll help me too. And let's just take 3 breaths together. So we're going to inhale through our nose and out through our mouth. In the background, you may hear water in my fish tanks, which is very relaxing here. I don't know what it's like there, but let's keep going. And out through the mouth, nice and slow. And one more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And here we are. Okay. Welcome to Holiday Better Homes and Boundaries live, not live. Okay, it's time to get serious. So, I'm getting serious. And I am here with you. So I started out working on, maybe I need to do a crowdfunding for the house I want to buy. So that my 700 square feet can expand and I can just have everything where it needs to be. Okay, we're here. This is the Better Homes and Boundaries Holiday Edition. Let's see if we can get some light on that. Ooh. This is actually one that I printed up myself, so it's kind of a disaster, and I love it. One of my personal values and brand values is that we are all perfectly imperfect. So good enough is good enough. In this process, this is definitely has been a good enough situation for me. My energy is like nutball crazy low, and I have no cancer in my body, but my body is still really trying to get back on track. And every day is a very different day, and every minute of the day is a very different minute. So just being here with you right now is like a success. Let's celebrate. What's up, Kermit Arms? We used to do these all the time in my creative bubbles. If you didn't do that with me, you need to do it now. Let's do it again. Kermit Arms, because you have something to celebrate today. And if you have any little extra energy, like from that you picked up from somebody or something that's just been really, just toss it off. Toss it off. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. We're going to throw it away. I really hope that this is recording. And now we're serious again. Okay, so Better Homes and Boundaries, the holiday edition. I recently switched over to making zines because they're much easier to make. In my perfect world, I would be making them by hand, but I'm not making them by hand. I'm making them digitally, which is a magical, magical thing. My wonderful friend and collaborator, Mr. James, has been working with me to create the covers of the 3 holiday editions. This is the first one. It's called Prepping Your Heart for the Holidays. And I'm going to point something out to you right now. You may notice she has 6 fingers. When I saw this, when he sent the first draft over, I was like, she has 6 fingers. I'm going to have to get back to you. I love that she has 6 fingers because what we're talking about here is the over perfection, the overproduction, the over everything of media and the holidays. And how do we get back to our hearts? How do we get back to doing what we really want to be doing? And who do we want to be spending time with? How do we want to spend our time? Do you want to go to the 50,000 events that you have between Halloween and January 1st? Maybe you do. I can't. I'm going to turn into a great big mean bear and be sick for like 2 weeks after that. So especially in the world we're in today, there's just so much going on. And it just, like, I don't know, there are all these perfect images out there, a lot of Instagram. That's why I'm kind of embracing this messiness that I am showing you here. Because seeing the Instagram perfection is really hard. I almost didn't do this video because I did not have Instagram perfection. I do have a light over here that is way too hot, so let's just bring that down so that I look like a human. All right. This is available online as a digital product, manifestation, whatever you want to call it, a digital piece of wonderment. And I did it that way so that people could have access to it, the easiest access possible, and they could print it out if they wanted to. I also did it so that I didn't have to put up a lot of money up front to print things out and ship things out and all the stuff that I've tried to do in the past. It's really a challenge. I wanted just to focus on the content and being able to get this out to you as soon as possible. So when I printed mine out, as you can see, boundaries, not typeset. Nope. This should look like a magazine cover. It doesn't. That's fine. When I went to print mine out, I also went to the library, and that was a comedy of errors because only a few pages printed out, and they were not consecutive, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. So I walked out of the library with a few pages done and came home and attempted to print a few more pages. And the few more pages I printed, some of them came out and some of them didn't because I kind of messed that up too. Mercury isn't even in retrograde yet. And then I wanted to try, well, what happens if I print them small, like a little half sheet? Didn't like that, but it did give me some placeholders for the pages that weren't there. I tell you all of this because I want you to know that none of this has to be perfect. None of it. Maybe this process that I've gone through can help you get to your own process and not just creating this book, this zine, but be in creating your holiday season. Let's open the book. So, inside, well, on the front, we have Better Homes and Boundaries, an essential guide. We have a coffee stain. We have Jenny. I ditched tradition and live to tell about it. DIY, one holiday shift that could save your sanity. And the pocket guide to saying no ho ho. As you can tell, we were playing a lot. We open up and we have this first page. And this first page is about me. So if people don't know me, they get a little bit more of who I am. It tells you how you might want to use this guide. Like you could print it up, you could use it online, whatever you want to do. And then for people who have the printed editions or have printed theirs up and don't have access to the links, being able to click on links, there are QR codes for every link because there's extra stuff. There's extra stuff. I couldn't help it. I had to have extra stuff. So there are many links in here that go to other more full content pieces that I've done in the past that might help you. I'm not giving you a really good sell on this. I just want to take you through it. And we have a greeting. It's a Christmas greeting. It's the small page. It should be a big page. Actually, let's just talk about that real quick. When I printed this out, I intended to print page, and I was going to do front and back like this. Well, this page was not actually supposed to be the second page. This is supposed to be the very back cover. But my mistake gave me a really good insight that this should be the second page. In the digital version, as perfect as the last page, but in print, this needs to be right here. And then my face needs to be right here because there is a letter. This little guy, if you print yours out, it'll be the whole page. But there's a letter right there from me. So it's like, you can see me and I'm talking to you. There are a lot of other pages that got out of order, and I'm really glad that they did because I was able to redesign it in a way that it felt like it flowed better. And I'm going to be adding a couple things to the limited edition printed bundle. This is going to be like a centerfold. And I had to do that because I didn't have enough pages. You have to have minimum page numbers. So it's just like each little thing that comes along, we go, okay, well, let me be curious about this. How can this be more fun? Or how can this make this better? Or, the idea would be if I burn the biscuits during the holidays, I might be crying on the floor. No, if I burn the biscuits during the holidays, they might get thrown out. They might get turned into something else. I might call somebody to bring some bread, and they might bring something that's even better than the dang darn biscuits I made. So just going with the flow, pivoting, that's what I had to do with this, and that's what I think works really well in times of stress and chaos, where there are big expectations. And life is doesn't always show up for big expectations in the way we want it to. So when printing out this book, if you're printing it, you can print it out and put it in any order you want to. How cool is that? Like, that's kind of what I love about it right now is I want people to have a printed version, which is why I'm going to print a few of them. But I also want people to be able to print out their own version and like do whatever they want to with it. I just stapled mine. I could have put some holes in it and put some ribbons through it. I could have created a whole cover for it. I just was like, okay, let's see what's happening. I'm just going to staple mine. So let's go ahead and open to the first page and I'll tell you a little bedtime story. Welcome, my love. You are one brave human to have opened up this holiday version of Pandora's box. I applaud you. And I encourage you to continue harnessing the strength you've got to continue on this journey because you are worth it. Now, just what have you gotten yourself into? Maybe it's more of what you can get yourself out of. Stale, draining traditions that no longer resonate with who you are or how you want to spend your energy and time during the holiday season. I'm going to frame our adventure together in the Christmas holidays as that's the holiday that I grew up in. But you could apply this to any holidays or anything in your life, even a birthday. Usually I share my story here on this page, but time is of the essence because once Halloween is over, the media and our culture will attempt to sweep us away in full holiday madness until January. Actually, they started a few weeks ago and it's not Halloween. So let's get started. Let's prep our hearts for the holiday season, get a better understanding of what we really want over the holidays, what our holidays look like and feel like, and put our words into action. You are loved, Jenny. And at the bottom, I have a little area where you can click through and listen to the podcast about my holidays and where I got a lot of the tools that I share in this book and why I shared them. Here would be DIY page 1, but it didn't get printed yet. So we won't go through it. But basically, what I want to do is eventually, maybe we'll do it on a video. Maybe you'll do it on your own. Maybe we'll do it together. This page exists in the digital version, and it's basically asking the questions. How do you want to spend your holidays? What do you do? Are there things that you're jealous of? Are you resentful? So it's a really great little exercise to begin. And essentially what we're going to do is, by the time we get through listing, and I want you to draw and dance and do all whatever helps you process this information. And then we're going to write it out, because writing down things is so important. Not only can we look back at it later, but it really kind of practical manifestation happens here. So on this beautiful page, we can write down what I don't want for the holidays, what I do want for the holidays, and then we're going to choose one simple action we can take this year. I know. And I think I'll do a whole video on this particular exercise because it's so powerful. And then there's a place to put your gold star when you finish. Not after you have taken the action, but just writing it down. Right. And here's our centerfold. This place has not been created, and it may only be in the printed bundle. We shall see. And then I have a permission slip for you. We only have a few more minutes, but I'm going to go through the permission slip, and it's permissioned not to engage. Yes. Oh my gosh. Just let that soak in for a second. What if you had permission not to engage? Like, that you didn't have to fix something, that you didn't have to argue with Aunt Bibi about politics. You didn't have to get off the couch to make 15 different types of dessert because somebody was going to be upset about it. You could just do your thing. And I have written in here, this is from a post from 2024. How do you want to be in the world? Sometimes we need to engage. Other times we don't. Especially those of us who are highly sensitive to other people's energy and emotions. We soak them up like a sponge. I will likely hibernate for most of this week. Why? I've got enough to do over here getting my cancer on. But that doesn't mean I'm not contributing to society. There are actions I can take that don't require me to directly engage. I can pray. I can meditate. I can visualize sending love and ease out to those who need it. I can take care of myself first so that I'm grounded and balanced when I do resurface. I can share this note with somebody else. It's easy to blow these actions off as not doing anything. That's just some old thinking. These actions hold immense power. Subtle, but real. You can look at the original post. It is online. We have your no ho ho on the go go go. Because I know saying no, it can be very, very difficult. We have an invitation, and Mr. James's kitty cat is in here. Hello, Mr. James's kitty cat. To the video workshop, which may or may not happen. Honestly, I'm going to be very honest with you. I wanted to do a 45-minute video workshop where we go through all the exercises, and I just don't know if I can. But if I can, we will. Or it may just be we do it in short bursts like this. And there's always a You Are Loved page. Because you are loved no matter what. And mine, of course, no matter what, I'm loved. I know you love me, even though I had to take this little one and stick it on here. It's not really the whole page. Oh, God. You are loved no matter what. Please head on over to jennytooley.com. You're already there, probably. Studio members are, they have access to the digital zine for free. Otherwise, you can buy it. And then there's a limited edition of bundles. There are 3 of these that are coming out in October, November, and December. So we're just going to have some fun, and I hope you have a beautiful holiday season. You're loved.